the first game of the game week, Manchester City versus Burnley. I saw the highlights and I remember the dialogue that you said कि Haaland इस season अच्छा नहीं खेलेगा. मतलब I know it is just a game, but I was watching the highlights and 1 minute into the highlights he scored, and actually 3 minutes into the match he scored. Like, but what a goal! Every I think the two goals scored by Haaland were really good.
Exactly. I mean, see, it was the first game of the Premier League season. It was the first game. It was on a Friday evening. The whole world was watching the game. I think Burnley, see, if only Burnley had the shooting boots on. I saw the game till first half.
Hmm.
You know, if Burnley had the shooting boots on, they had Man City on ropes.
Hmm.
Look at the amount of
I agree.
chances they created, the amount of chances they created against a resolute City defense. And if it is not for Erling Haaland, if they had some any other average striker, or for example Gabriel Jesus, you know, I'm pretty sure this game would have. Uh, I mean, like City would have eventually won it, but the scoreline wouldn't be so flattering.
Hmm.
3-0. But kudos to City. They just started off where they left on 10th of June after the Champions League final. And I really feel that unless they don't get a huge injury like Kevin De Bruyne is out for a few months,
Yeah.
but I don't think so. It will have that much of an impact on City's run,
Yeah,
because
before there used to be a phase where they were entirely dependent on De Bruyne, but I believe Pep has a backup plan in place already for that because De Bruyne wasn't that great in the last season as well. I mean, he was good, but City weren't entirely dependent on him. So,
exactly.
so
I mean, City have always been a technically sound team, and they do not have physicality. And then they went ahead and they added, Guardiola,
mm,
and they already have, all of their. If you look at their five players who play in the defensive half, all are above 6 feet, and they are fucking broad,
mm,
and so now they're physically resolute as well. So I don't think so. You would, be surprised if City just blew away each and every other team in the division and win the league. So I don't have. I'll be really surprised if Arsenal wins this season. Trust
mm,
me.
mm,
Last season, I think we were naive,
mm,
think that Arsenal would win, but this season, I think Arsenal fans are very cautiously optimistic.
mm.
That I think, other than Arsenal, I don't think so. Any other team has bulked it up. I mean, like, have got their transfer done in such a way that they could go and challenge City, or they have the philosophy to play the game.
Mm.
Because if you look at any other team, right, Ten Hag has not, has got Mason Mount. Is what I don't know, one striker from Atlanta.
Yeah.
If you look at Chelsea, they are bloody shopping in DMart.
Mm,
सब कुछ भैंजो उनके लिए सस्ता ही है. हाँ.
mm. Chelsea's doing some ridiculous thing. We should come back to it. Yes.
Yeah. So if you just look at the teams around in and around, I mean, the only other team I think could challenge is Newcastle. But again, proof is in the pudding. The moment Champions League starts,
Mm.
their squad depth would be found out.
Yeah.
But what I feel is City are in the groove right now, and it would take some real good stopping.
Yeah, they don't seem to have, I mean, I cannot see much change from last season, at least in the first game. But yeah, Burnley, I felt Burnley isn't that bad as it seemed. I think Company can actually, correct the mistakes, and he knows what to do. Um, okay, that is there.
I think Burnley will be safe.
Yeah, yeah. But
Burnley
Rodri,
will be
I
good.
feel Rodri will play a good role this season because he's been doing that in the second half of the last season. I think he found
Rodri
that
played.
role.
Was important last season as well. He played an insane amount of good football last season.
Mm,
I think he'll do the same this season as well.
mm.
Pata nahi. कहाँ से प्लेयर्स लेके आते हैं?